is a voluntary organisation with 20 years' experience of designing and delivering diversity training courses for early years practitioners and professionals. Pioneers like Margaret Macmillan put Bradford on the map as leading providers of excellence and quality in early years provision. Over the years, the provision has developed and changed to meet the needs of the district's ever-changing population. Today, we can be rightly proud of the inclusive teaching practices, but there is still more to do.
We at PEC recognise that happy children learn better. Our course is designed to equip practitioners with the skills and knowledge they need to create the right environment so that all children grow and develop and reach their full potential.
By examining attitudes, the courses aim to increase knowledge and extend awareness of discrimination and the often unintended effects it has on children growing up in a multicultural environment. This enables participants to gain confidence and to challenge discrimination. Our aim is to assist practitioners to provide the environment which allows children to reach their full potential and develop into confident and independent individuals playing a full and equal part in a 21st century society. Here, young people use rap to express their experiences of growing up in an inner city environment.
Mixed. I'm mixed, and I'm proud to say it. Ain't nobody gonna take my pride away. I'm mixed, so don't stand in my way. Somebody tried to put me down just yesterday. I'm mixed.
I'm the jewel in the crown, and I'll say it out loud. Ain't none of you people gonna get me down. Walking around the streets in my local area, all the people seem to do is stop and stare at you. Look at me, I'm just like you. It shouldn't matter if I'm white, black or blue. Judging me because of the colour of my skin, is being black such a terrible sin?
I'm mixed, and I'm proud to say it. Ain't nobody gonna take my pride away. I'm mixed, so don't stand in my way. Somebody tried to put me down just yesterday. I'm mixed.
From mum comes many is what people say, yet they drag away the kids when we come to play. If race is a crime, then colour is true. We ain't gonna testify, y'all can sue.
I'm mixed, and I'm proud to say it. Ain't nobody gonna take my pride away. I'm mixed, so don't stand in my way. Somebody tried to put me down just yesterday. I'm mixed.
I know when I rap to in, I'd like it if it inspired people to
not judge people, to think about everyone's their own person.
Yeah, everyone's equal.
And no one's better than anyone else. That's what we're trying to get across.
Your colour and your race, it doesn't matter what you are. Everyone's the same. Everyone's equal.
After this last course we've just done, and all the others over the years, I'm always surprised just how much influence adults have over the lives of children.
Oh, absolutely. And I think in particular the video of Jane Elliott's exercise just shows you how powerful adults are and how children listen and then believe everything that they're told, particularly by adults that they trust.
Since I'm the teacher and I have blue eyes, I think maybe the blue-eyed people should be on top the first day.
And up here?
I mean, the blue-eyed people are the better people in this room. Oh, yes, they are.
The Blue Eyes video, even though it's 30 years old and we've seen it many times, and it still moves me. And the surprising thing is how quickly Jane Elliott influences those children's behaviour.
Exactly, but not only quickly, but the lasting effect it has, because we see in the tape how those children have, as grown-ups come back and talk about that experience and how that 2-day exercise has really influenced how they've lived their lives and how, in particular, they're parenting their children.
Well, the philosophy of the school is to treat all the children equally, regardless of race, religion, gender, special needs.
I think that. Yeah, let's go get the ball.
So the children have access to their own activities, they select their own resources, they tidy up, they put away afterwards. So hopefully, because the whole staff work together in the same way, we will have an inclusive school.
Go get your scissors then. Oh, is that one that you've done for your mummy? Correct. Right. Hold it.
the whole staff had to sit down and think of the personas, and at the first few staff meetings some of those were being quite stereotyped, and so I had to sort of say, right, I want you to think of a persona about a Chinese person who doesn't live in a Chinese takeaway. You know, please don't give that persona. You know, you could have that as long as her cousin who lives down the street, they don't. You know, the Sikh doll, they were coming up with it, you know, he went to the Gurdwara because he has got a well, and his dad wears a turban, and it was quite stereotyped, but he had to have a friend or a cousin who lived down the street. They weren't vegetarians, they didn't go to the temple. So there was a lot of sort of awareness raising about issues that people who think that they're not actually being discriminatory, you know, when they thought about it afterwards, they thought, yeah, I've just totally said everything that I thought, right, as a Sikh, this is what Sikhs do.
Play space. Come on, young people, your stories do tell, for I know you can tell it, and I'll tell it well. Okay. Well, my story's name's called Caitlin. She's a bit of a rebel. She never listens to her parents, and every time when her parents say something, she doesn't know what they're saying, and then she storms off when the mum or her dad says something to her.
My family is wonderful, I love them, so I want to go with them wherever they go. But Shauna and Rudy always say no, and when they say no, it makes me feel so low. So I go to my mum and she makes me feel good. She treats me the way my sister should. My brother makes me feel better, he gives me a kiss. It makes me feel wonderful, my life is just bliss. I kick a ball around in the park. I play with my friends until it gets dark. My mum says I only think about football. She gets quite worried and says you might fall. The greatest thing that I would like to do is play for my favourite team, Man U. Can you imagine it? What a wonderful dream, playing centre forward for the best of a team.
I find it really rewarding when those on the course are doing their exercises, and suddenly with some of them you just see this light bulb go on.
Absolutely. I think in particular the Chinese scenario and so the children's comments, it just gives them the opportunity to sort of sit back and think, whoa, I need to think about how I'm speaking to children and the words that I'm using and the language, and how they can adapt the practice to have a better influence on those that they're working with.
The presentation of the course was very good. The presenters, Sue and Corinne, were very good. They were very friendly, they were very open. They made me particularly feel at ease, as well as I suppose everybody else. We looked at the hopes and the fears and what we wanted to get out of the course on the first day, on the morning of the first day, which obviously was for everybody to give their views and opinions as to what they wanted, and it certainly met my expectations, yes. In the last exercise, we've looked at the Asian community. I've worked with a group of 5 Asian women this afternoon, looking at what is normal aspects of their community and their culture, things that I didn't know about. I've now got information in my head that I can use when I do my job, when I do my assessments of my families, of Asian families. I can have different expectations and I know what is normal for that culture, and obviously I can use that within my workplace.
If you have found this DVD interesting and think tech can assist your setting, here is a menu of our courses.